well, today on this trailer, I want to fit some rear mud flaps. So I'm not going to do anything crazy with it. I have these ones that came with the trailer. No, they came with, I'm sorry, the truck. And I didn't use them on there. So I'm going to use them on here. They'll just fit real good for it. So let's do that. Now to mount them up, I'm going to need to make a new mount, because obviously these were made to mount up to the original plastic piece that would bolt to the frame of the truck. Now these can't do that because there's no plastic piece to bolt them to. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be sick. Sick, bro. They're gonna hang right above the ground. They're gonna be perfect. So what I need to do is make a small piece of metal that just has a slight bend in it that I'm gonna paint red and glue to this. I'm gonna cut that right there. Now I want it to be 90 degrees. So I'm gonna get my square and I'm gonna square it. Now I want to mark my other marks. So if this is going to go here and bolt to it, that means my bend line needs to be right there. And I want a little bit to screw it, or to glue, so that ought to work right there. Shazam! And that's pretty good. Now we need to put a slight angle on them. Really doesn't matter which way I go. I just want it to be uniform. All right, now I got these, and I got these, and I got all that stuff. Now I just need to paint these, and then I can glue them on. That's really all there is to it. So I'm gonna scuff these up. There's some paper. Which way is it? They're actually getting pretty darn close. We'll let them sit for a few more minutes. All right. So now I did up my radio on the bike. I added some mid-ranges. They're the old 6.5s from my truck. So added a lot more range in the sound. In other words, in the meantime, these have dried up just fine. So the places where these are going to stick, I want to scuff them up. And what that's going to do is it's going to give my epoxy something to stick to, a nice rough surface, because it doesn't want to stick to nothing. So gives it twice the surface area to grab when you scuff sand stuff. All the little grooves that go up, down, so it actually doubles the surface area. So put the screw through the steel, the original steel, put that through the mud flap, and then through our bracket. And then we'll get our little nut. All right, there we go. Now they're both together and ready to get epoxied onto the truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a piece on each. And that's gonna help hold it in place. All right, so this stuff, 1 to 1. So let's squeeze out one, and then we'll squeeze out another one. Now I'll just use this welding rod to mix it up for really no particular reason. So now it's mixed. I have approximately 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on here. I don't want a whole lot, I just want to butter that edge. All right, line them up behind the tires. Get it straight and level, hung and tape. Let's do the same for this side. Try and get approximate same height and width on it.
Rock Station, 105.3 The Fox. Lincoln Park with the biggest to the riggest. We'll reload, get you green day in a couple, we'll get you more green days tomorrow and beyond, because we're giving you those free money chances. Yes. Keep listening. Grab your green, get yourself ready to go, man. $1,000, 12 times a day. Keep that smart speaker handy. Keep your phone handy. Remember, you have the...
All right, now to keep them up against there,
Keep doing it while you're behind the wheel now.
let's just hang it. And now gravity will help us out.
Whether it's city, county, or state, know where the detours, delays, and road closures are with John's Auto Body Cone Zone Reports. John's Auto Body pays up to $500 insurance deductible, offers a lifetime warranty, and located across from Super Walmart. Find John's Auto Body Cone Zone Report 24/7 at 1053thefox.com. At Sprint, we understand.
There we go. And now I'll let it sit there until it's cured up.
That's why we're offering our best.
So how do we know when it's cured up? Because we have some right here.
That's right.
So once it's cured, it's cured. This is some of that batch, same stuff. All right, now we can tell our resin is cured-ish. Not 100% yet, but it's mostly there. So let's move on with our lives and wrap this up for the day. So what I'm gonna do is, while these are sitting here, I'm carefully gonna pull this tape.
Keep up to date with the Four Bears Facebook page at fourbearscasino.com.
And I'm gonna pull it at a sharp angle so I'm not lifting up on that bracket at all.
Freedom of a 3-year, 30,000-mile lease on our 2019 Hyundai Elantra GTN line. One hot and sporty car, and only $289 a month.
There we go. They both look like they're nice and flat.
55
So
miles per gallon, only $297 per month. Call 852-3300 for details. These
now let's check it out.
Burning rubber, with it all in the air and the rumble of a smoking hot engine. It's Drag Racing, Saturday and Sunday, July 11th and 12th.
Oh yeah.
Regional Airport. Still just $10 to get in.
They look good.
Concessions available open at 7 a.m. Time trials at 9. Thanks to lane sponsors, RM Stout, Thomas Motors, Buffalo City Diesel, and Pat Willey Septic. With special thanks to Jamestown Tourism. The drags are back. Visit JamestownDragRacing.com.
Well, there we go. That's it for today.